And now that that's out of the way, I do believe we can open it up to Q&A. We are some funny melon farmers, apparently. Yes, right back there. You're your first person with your hand up. Yep. No, the guy back there. Sorry. You're next now, though.
I was curious with all the editing you guys do of the episodes to come down, if there's anything you ever really wanted to do that you just couldn't make it the story right.
The 18 plus.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that we really want to do sometimes that we just can't, just because sometimes we just can't find the footage for it.
Yeah, there are a couple of times where, what would have been really big jokes? Oh, yeah. Shoot. I'm wondering what kind of jokes that we really had to get.
I got one. There's this one. If you remember, in the early part of the first season, when we had the chopper, the news chopper going around, we had Mr. Kent and Jimmy, basically like being super, like Clark Kent, Superman. One thing that we wanted to do, it's an incredibly dark joke, but we just couldn't find the footage for it. Just like have the helicopter flying there. It's like, my God, Mr. Kent, if only Superman were here, he could save them. Come on. Oh, come on, Clark, we all know. Superman wouldn't use a gun, would he, Jimmy? No, Mr. Kent, I suppose he wouldn't. Mr. Kent, boom! You see like a bunch of blood splatter on the windshield of the helicopter. That's one thing we wanted to do, but just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's one example. Can we the person with the gigantic hand next?
Sorry. Did you guys ever want to do a musical?
Yes. And it will happen. Yeah, when it will happen, you won't know.
Yeah.
We roughly know, and soon it will happen. Do not worry. Coming soon, like Duke Nukem Forever.
That game is actually coming out.
Yeah, that's true.
12 years.
Giant hair. Giant hair.
What are some of the major differences between abridging and serious dub work?
It's easier.
Yeah,
And we don't get paid.
I'll tell you one thing that really makes it easier is that we write our. Alright, I'll deep throat the damn thing. I will say that abridging it makes it much easier to write our own scripts, and we don't have to match the lip flaps of the actual footage. When it comes to dubbing, you're at a big disadvantage because, well, let's face it, the Japanese language works so much differently than the English language. But when you're abridging, you can just make shit up as you go along.
Yeah, pretty much. You're not nearly as hindered in the writing process. I don't honestly know how people go about writing for an English dub when you have said lip flaps. They have to be there like, and it means, oh crap. That's where you get a whole lot of mistranslation.
I'll use miserable clods. That'll work.
Yeah, there we go. Miserable clods. Stupid melon farmers.
I want to pick one. Then do it. Bill from accounting. Yeah, you.
This is a question to Takahata and Lenny Tor. If you guys were to do a season, like a season with Trunks and everyone, would you have Ghost Nappa, like, following around Vegeta and Trunks would be asking what he's talking about? Because that would be funny as hell.
You know, we do joke about things like we talk about parts like way down the line. We never know exactly what we're going to do until we get to it. Although, funny story, like the first night we ever started scripting for this, we were already talking about like Cell and Boo and stuff and coming up with jokes for that. Stuff that coming down the line we might never use because like we'll write things differently, but yeah.
Alright, Gon, you ask a question now.
Ask a person to ask a question.
Ask a person.
Ask us something, Gon!
What do you want to know?
Alright, the dude with the flag, that's impressive. That's effort right there.
Okay, I was at your 18 plus panel last night, and are you going to be putting up the unrated scenes video on your site?
No.
No, that's something that's specifically for cons that we're traveling with.
Ah, damn it.
Although that thing would get pulled very fast. Especially with the part with the thing that was really naughty.
The 18 plus panels really serve a purpose for us to get down and personal with our fans, and we want those unrated clips there. So it's really a way to have something special for the convention, something special for those panels. Sorry, no, they will not be up online. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to come here and premiere episodes, but really, if we come like to a convention and don't bring anything that you can't find like a couple days later, I don't know, other than ourselves.
I'll find myself someday. Okay, Ant, your turn.
All right, let's see. Girl with the Ghost Snapper shirt, represent. All right.
I was wondering if you guys are ever going to like update your iTunes with all the recent episodes.
I don't even think we're in control of our iTunes. Somebody else has been doing it, correct?
That is a rabid fan.
Yeah, somebody else has been doing it.
Really? Could you guys
Yeah.
like start one?
Can we start one? That's kind of illegal. So if that guy gets his
it's,
butt sued, it's on us. Yeah. I'm hearing everyone wants to have a good old-fashioned evil laughter. So on the count of 3, 2, 1. Stop.
You can't tell me to stop.
I can tell you to stop.
No.
Can't stop the feeling.
No. Nope.
Nope. Okay. Mosco, your turn to ask a question.
Since this is quite dedication, the lady over there holding the shoe.
How traumatized are all of you by Mr. Popo?
Okay, funny story. You know what's really... I used to have a wireless headset. I'll keep this short, brief. I was sleeping in my room, which is completely dark, and I was on the wireless headset. And Lanny was gone for an hour, and he came back as this... laughing as Mr. Popo while walking into the room, so it was coming from the distance.
But seriously, I'm haunted by him every day just because when I choose a form of acting where I actually try to take on the persona of the person when I'm sitting behind the microphone. And oftentimes that'll play with my head because I am unstable, and then there's a whole lot of Mr. Popo in there, and then I'm terrified, and then yes, very much so. Kaiser, how much does Popo torment you? I'll never be the same again.
The funniest thing about episode 11, that was actually live video. That was just actually happened.
Actually, doing that scream at the end, I had to do that at 10 at night. Because I wanted to get it done. I needed to get it done, and I'm all like, the neighbors, I don't care. And I did that scream at the end.
Nagami's turn.
I know.
Hold on, I actually like that after that one person with the shoe got called, a whole bunch of people are lifting clothing elements into the air. That's not going to help you get picked. So please at least keep them to external items.
I'll bet the guy with the Yowie flag. Represent!
What made you guys choose a parody of Dragon Ball Z?
Guys, this is your story here.
Okay, so this is, I'm gonna try and keep what is usually a long story short. Basically, I started doing a loop on a bridge a long time ago, and that's because I really wanted to do something, with video editing. Oh, okay, that's much better. I started a loop on a bridge a long time ago. I wanted to do something with video editing, but loop on, while I love it, it wasn't my major goal. It wasn't the series I grew up with. It wasn't the one I really fell in love with that made me fall in love with anime. And I saw a lot of other bridge series out there. Yu Hakusho, G Gundam, Yu-Gi-Oh. Heck, even Sailor Moon was going then. Avatar abridged, and Naruto abridged, and I wanted to make.
He is the young one.
Well, no, but he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't happening at the time. Otherwise, I would have pointed him out. Yes, he does. He's actually got a full series out, JoJo's Abridged. You should check that out. It is. If you've never heard of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that's understandable. It's still funny. But so the Dragon Ball Z, I love Dragon Ball Z. I give it crap all the time, but it is still my favorite series. And and basically I got to know, I believe, Takahata 101 first. Basically, I got to know him a lot, really well, and when we just started talking, I got to meet Lanny, and what? What? Okay, and basically.